back, episode 2 of Channel Green Podcast. The streets been calling our name,
Literally,
waiting
the
for it.
streets.
So what?
I said literally.
Literally the streets. Then we came back with another episode because we got a lot of good feedback from episode 1. That people just been wanting they want us to drop another episode, but we've been busy with living our lives,
Yeah, for sure. Life has been lifing. Valentine's Day.
We supposed to drop on Valentine's Day, we didn't do that.
Yeah, it was. We've been behind, so we're sorry, y'all. But we're back. We're gonna be more consistent. We'll do better. We promise. We're sorry.
This episode not gonna be too long either. It's gonna be another.
Yeah, that was some of the feedback I guess we got too. Is
what?
Maybe we should just keep it as not super long. These supposed to be just like bite-sized conversations, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we want to start off at. We want to start off.
All right, for episode 2, I want to start with boundaries.
Boundaries.
Yeah, because that's broad, and I just want to leave it that broad for a minute.
So since starting off at boundaries, what are some of your boundaries you set for yourself? I guess in a friendship relationship.
Let's do friendships. That's fun.
And friendship, 'cause you lost a lot of friends last year for setting boundaries. So I guess we're gonna start there.
Okay. Boundaries for friendships. I think that's changed over the years. I feel like before I didn't really have as strong boundaries. Like I would say like maybe in college, like I don't know. I just didn't have that much. I didn't care for it. But as I grew older, I started feeling like I needed more of just kind of like a security blanket for myself and like how I navigate life in general. So boundaries with friends. I would say I didn't care so much like during like I guess like ending of high school going to college, but after I left college, I definitely did care because I felt like I was harming myself and like how I felt about certain situations with just accepting anything. So when it comes to friends, over time, one of the biggest boundaries I've had is being able to feel comfortable to say how I feel without you getting offended.
Okay.
Like that's a boundary for me because like if I can't tell you how it is, then like that makes me not only like I don't want to say question the friendship, but it just makes me like not want to. It makes it harder for me to be comfortable in the friendship. So like I set that as a boundary. It's like, look, like you got to keep it upfront with me. I keep it upfront with you. We keep it cool. Another thing is too, I guess like, what's another one of my boundaries? I guess I would say like it's the same thing. Telling it how it is. I'm gonna think of more as we talk along. But go ahead.
All right. Some of my boundaries and friendship, or just in general, is like not tolerating like disrespect because especially like how like you talk to me and how I talk to you. Because I talk to people with the utmost respect. I don't come at nobody crazy. Everybody know me. I'm calm, cool, collected until you poke me, and then we take it that way. Because beginning of this year, I had a little conflict with one of my friends that I felt like she came off aggressive, and me knowing her since for like almost like 10 years, I know how she gets, but like I promise you throughout the whole 10 years of our friendship, I never came at her crazy, cursed her out, yelled at her, like called out her name like that, but basically we had a little discussion, we had a little argument, whatever. And then thankfully we came to, because like us being adults, cause that's another thing too, like being in, I guess in your 30s and like growing as a person, you value certain people's friendships, and I value her friendship. So
yeah,
and it was good that we came to a mutual agreement that we wasn't gonna take it that way no more, and I'm glad we salvaged our friendship pretty much. It wasn't like because I felt like I cut off a lot of people last year, definitely a lot of people last year. And I didn't want to add on to that list, basically. So I'm glad that we salvaged our friendship. You know who she is.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that. No, but I get it. That's again, you said like the mature part of having real friends, being able to have those conversations, being able to like understand like, okay, you're upset, whatever. Let me hear you out. I want you to hear me out as well, and like let's come to like a resolution. If you can't do that, then that's something to question within the friendship for sure. And I think that's one of my lessons too. Um, Setting it straight and just keeping it trill.
Give me a what? Trill?
Keeping it trill.
Who the fuck says that anymore? Give me the trill.
Man, you're a hater, man. Let me live my
Go
life.
ahead, man. Go ahead. Yeah, right.
What else? What else? Boundaries.
Okay. So, what boundaries do you have in a marriage or relationship? It's spicy.
Okay. Boundaries in the marriage. There's a couple, but I kind of want you to kick that off. I'm curious.
Boundary. Okay. I'll guess. This is a simple one then. A simple boundary. Just like don't have me out here looking crazy behind my back, or just like, just keep it real. Pretty much. Keep it like just like don't have me out here looking crazy.
Okay, I would say for me, I don't even know if this is considered a boundary. I'm gonna say it anyway. I would say like respect my efforts and respect that I respect you. Like that's a boundary for me, I guess, because I'm saying like respect like all that I'm doing in my relationship and my marriage, but I'm also saying like just like believe what I say, like don't I don't like if we're married, like that's a further commitment. So like a boundary to me is like if you try me outside of like my own commitment and you say that I'm doing anything outside of that, then that's a trigger point for me because it's like I'm not doing anything at all. I guess that's one of my boundaries in a relationship. Would you say like okay? Would you say how many times do you have to be poked as let's just say you're the bear in this case
Okay.
from a friend or a family member for them to like if they cross the line too many times what is the end result of that? What does that look like for you?
You mean how many times do I have to like?
Yeah, how many times I gotta poke the bear in order for them to get a reaction, like a real reaction?
Damn, a real reaction. Mm, Probably twice or three times. Because the first time I'm gonna just brush it off like, all right, this nigga or this person tripping. We do it again, and the third time, then I'm gonna tell you about yourself. I'm like, yo, like, why are you doing this? Because like yeah, I guess for like say for like family members, they like ask me for money, and I was like first time I was telling them like, no, I can't do it, and then like the second time I was telling them no, they like call me out my name and all this stuff. I was like, all right, so at that point you just gotta cut people off. At that point,
Yeah,
cut people off.
give them their space. Okay.
At that point.
I was just curious. I think for me, like it takes a lot to get me upset. It really does take a lot to get me upset. I don't know why. I'm just a very calm person. Maybe I don't know. I'm just really zen. But I also just like I like to analyze situations. Like I like to listen to what is like being spoken. Like if somebody's coming at me crazy, I like to like listen to what they're saying for real and then react. But anyway,
A good
um,
point too. Go back on people poking you. 'Cause I had like last year, my cousin, we was having a disagreement, and it's just the fact when you're having a discussion with somebody and they're not trying to hear your point of view at all, nothing like that, and they just like going off, calling you names, and then the third, I'm trying to think. And it shows my growth as a person, how I handled it, because I was like, if you're not trying to hear what I'm trying to say, and you just like come out your neck, just calling me names, and I'm just gonna just like dead it and just move on because I wind up cutting off a cousin pretty much last year. So
sometimes you got to do it. I did the same thing though too. We good now, but I did the same thing too, and like the reason of it or like the argument behind that disagreement, whatever you want to call it, was so petty to where I'm like, I'm not even gonna waste my energy because like we're not on the same mindset. So why am I even gonna sit here and get and like go back and forth with you for one? If you're not gonna hear me out and where I'm coming from, then like we can't come to a resolution. So we don't need to stay in touch. I love you from over there, though.
yeah, Margaret with my cousin last year was mad petty, but it's just it
Sometimes
wasn't
you gotta
about
love them from afar.
it. You know what it was though. It was more so about the principle of what I was talking about. It wasn't so much the situation that happened. It was the principle of how I came to them, told them how I felt, and they was like, oh, this nigga tripping,
Okay.
and blah blah blah
So,
blah.
all right. That's a great segue because we're talking about boundaries, right? But, okay. Emotionally understanding conversations, right?
Yeah,
And I think the topic, I can't remember, emotional awareness.
yeah,
Yeah.
emotional awareness.
When you have an argument with people, they but they can only take in but so much, right? So like when you're mad, you're feeling all types of different emotions. But like that's why I say, if I have a rebuttal with someone or like if I'm having a conversation, I pay attention to the conversation itself and less about like how mad I am in the moment because I feel like that's like an extra emotion that might just amp me up in a situation that maybe doesn't need that.
Mm-hmm.
So like in your cousin's case, you were saying it was like really the principle of it, right?
Yeah.
If he couldn't like understand them like and be mature and understand and wanted to like hear your point, then he's not like all the way emotionally aware
And
of
plus too, he's
himself.
kind of young. He's like probably like 26,
Yeah,
27. But that's not like that's.
I think that has something to do with it. Like I think age does a little bit.
Okay. But he has a kid though too, so you would think. Well, having kids don't make you mature, I guess.
I
So.
think experience make you mature. It's like being
Okay.
having experience, like life experience, and like doing things and meeting people and like having different conversations with people makes you more emotionally aware.
Yeah.
You know, because like you're kind of like you're putting yourself face front and center of like how different people react to things or whatever,
Yeah.
and it makes it easier to have a conversation with people.
And I think that for me too, like me going through so much what I've been through when I was growing up made me more to the point where I'm at right now, like 33, about to be 34. I'm more aware of my words and how to like voice things because when I was younger, I'll like be feeling type of ways and like not say nothing to nobody and just hold on to the anger
Yeah.
and aggression and then that would get me nowhere and me be pounding around the house and people ask me what's wrong and I ain't saying nothing. That wasn't helping them either. So I think me more, I'm more comfortable of telling people how I feel and how they respond is how they respond, basically. You know
Yeah, I think you could practice doing that more,
what?
like saying it what it is. I
Yeah,
mean, you have, but like you gotta say it. It's like
around certain people, not you can do that with everybody. 'Cause everyone, some people might get
yeah,
offended
that's true.
because again, I had because I like like January, I told a group of people how I felt and shit went sideways. But I guess it's how I said it. I could have said it better, but that's another story
Your
for another
approach.
topic.
That's what I'm saying though. That you're it's when having conversations with people, I feel like it's ultimately the approach, like how
And
you
two,
do it.
sorry, Coach, and two, like
He's not sorry to cut me off, but it's fine.
text messages make people think shit
That's why I
a
don't
different
like
way.
to. I do not like to. It's funny because me and one of my best friends, she actually said this is a joke that I make with my
Sarah,
yes, I make a
shout
joke.
her out. Don't say one more, but say her name, Sarah.
One of my best friends, Sarah. I shouted her the last episode too because we were talking about the blender. But
Okay, yeah, true.
shout out to you again. Um, no, we were. I say this with most of my Sagy best friends, really.
Yeah, a Sag.
Y'all Saggies are some man, I tell
Of course,
you.
I'm a Sag.
But
Of course, I'm a.
of course I'm a Sag. Just crazy ass trend. Anyways, we were saying like you got to get on the phone. Like a text message, you might be like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm chilling," but you might read it as, "Oh no, I'm chilling."
No,
Like
yeah.
aggressive as hell, and it's like not at all what I'm trying to say. So a lot of times she's like, I'm just call because I need to hear your tone with it. And it's funny because I had a friend in the past that was also Sag, and like she just did not, she could not take either. She couldn't take the phone call honestly, and like the text message honesty. So like some people just ain't all the way there with the communication. So
Yeah, I will say too, like I do had that time. I do take like certain things, certain ways to text messages. That's why like I need like the voice notes, the voice note, the phone call. It be good.
something you just gotta set the or just ask the question. Be direct. Be direct. That's one thing about me. If you're not direct,
But even if you be direct through text, you still probably take something different way than what it
yeah.
really
But
is.
sometimes I can't help it. I can't help it. Like if I just say what it is, I just what it is.
I need that voice note. I need a phone call.
I don't
Something.
know. Cause either I'm gonna beat around the bush or something.
Your idea of love/love language. How do you want to be loved? Britt Green.
You tell me. How about that? Let me make it a little spicier.
Is that How do I want to be loved?
No. How do I want to be loved?
How do you want to be loved?
Since you want to ask, you tell me.
Okay. So how do you want to be loved?
Give me two. Give me two. I'll spare. Give me two.
All right. So
it's funny if you leave this on the camera too, because it's funny. You should make a separate clip, and when you saying and then like put sweat marks on your face.
like I know you like. All right. So your way of being love slash love language is like me taking you out on dates.
Yep.
I know that me, like you said, quote unquote today, show you off. Not show you off, but like use me.
Yes, that's exactly what I said. Okay, so I said it that way because like I for one, like life is short. And for two, like we're young. We're still like pretty much very newly married. But like I don't know. I just feel like let's just go experience and say we did something instead of like having to, I think I said this the other day, instead of just being like, oh, I'm home, and somebody asked you, like one of my friends said, what'd you do this weekend? I was just home. It's not fulfilling to me. You know, like, I'm like, I don't know if that sounds like,
No, I got
like,
you.
but you know, it's not fulfilling. I like
way,
doing things.
the same way, like today on the FaceTime call, Josh was like, "Yo, what y'all did today?"
See, exactly. And like, I'm not saying it to say we doing something every weekend or like every single day. I'm just saying like experiencing life and being able to say, "Oh, I did that." I could say I did that. You know, like the networking event. We did a networking event.
I went to networking event. As soon as I walked in the spot, hey, nice shirt. Nigga reeled me in. He reeled me the fuck
Shout out
in.
to Creative Culture Tribe. They're amazing with their events, and I'm glad that I was able to bring Brian this time. It was a networking event for people of color, pretty much. And yeah, literally, as soon as we walked in, somebody pulled Brian to the side. I was gonna get us some drinks, and
I was looking at Britt with the eyes.
But I was like,
help me. Like, help me.
I was so happy because I really wanted him to just like talk. You know, like it's something about like just doing that and like meeting people is, so yeah, sorry to kind of steer off the topic, but you're right. That is.
I will say too. Yeah, go back on the event.
Culture, yeah.
It felt good talking to people. You know, it was like good.
It's not something you always do.
It was good vibes, and it was definitely good vibes. At some point, it did get a little bit too loud. I was like,
it did. That was fine. My only thing. It was a beautiful event, but it was a little. I felt like I was screaming.
Yeah, I was like, hey, what did you do?
Yeah, like, what do you do?
Hey, what do you do?
Yeah.
Spit everybody face and shit.
But it was nice. I made 2 connections. It was 2 nice ladies. One of them had a nonprofit, and the other one was a photographer. I forgot their names, but it was still like.
You followed them on IG?
I didn't. I felt like I didn't want to be too forward. That's another thing. It is intimidating going to these events. I don't know.
Not really, but everybody's there for a reason.
Yeah, that's true.
So like asking somebody to follow you on Instagram, it could be yes or no.
Maybe that'll be my next approach. Yeah. Oh, like what's your Instagram? I love what you. I want to see what you do.
Okay, I will say, cause that dude that I met, Jeffrey, he followed me on Instagram, followed the podcast page and everything. So.
Yeah. That's cool. You just need a little bit of support, and you could again like say that you did something this weekend. So that was really fun. Okay, sorry. Going back to love language, how I want to be loved. That is one of them. Do you have another one?
How do you want to be loved?
If not, I can.
But showing you more affection? I feel like I do already.
Yeah, but like it's more of the way. We don't have to get into the details. It's more in the way. It's more of like, like for you, I know it's like affirmation, like a hug. Like there was this thing that I saw on TikTok about, it was a long time ago. This guy was saying like you should hug your partner, or randomly? Just hug, like randomly throughout the day, and like or just hug somebody, like whether you live with your sibling, whoever, because like it's just good for your body to feel the connection, and like you feel like kind of like a bit of affirmation because you're like, oh, like I love this person, I love this individual, like let me just quick. So I know that for you.
What?
So that's one way you focus up. Are you focusing?
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, that's one way that I know.
You got another one or no?
What would be another one?
No pressure.
No, I'm a go getter. Let me see if I can get this down. And then I cue the music.
I'll edit that in. Don't press it.
Oh, okay. And you're like, boop. This is hilarious. I wish you had another camera to see.
No, next time I'm going. Go get, I kind of somebody had another mic. Next time I'm gonna get another
I think
mic.
we did.
The third mic.
I'm gonna pass on the second one, but I'll holla at you.
Pass on the second one. I don't think I have another one either.
It's okay. It's okay. I think okay, to keep on this topic, what does that mean? Okay, so how you want to be loved? How do you want to be loved in a friendship? Like how do you because like I think that's really important. This is like actually one of my favorite topics or like one of my favorite conversations to have with people. What does that look like for you, especially knowing all the friends that you've lost and gained in the last 10 years?
Okay, so how do I want to be loved in a friendship? Definitely.
Yeah. What did you notice? No, what did you notice first that you didn't like to where now you're in a better place to acknowledge and say, this is what I want in my friendships?
All right, so what I didn't like was not being included in plans.
Yes, I witnessed that.
So my previous friend groups, we had a big group chat, right? And then during the year, some people leave the group chat, somebody join. But they like pretty much split it into like two like fucking team A and team B because they'll call themselves team A and they'll be calling us fucking team B. I was like, it shouldn't be like that. It should be like all in one. But then I found myself keep getting kicked out the group chat. So I was like, all right, then fuck it then. I'm not gonna beg somebody to fuck with me. So I definitely lost like probably like 4 or 5 friends in the course of all that stuff. Not saying group chats is like that important, but again, the principle behind it. If you want to like not invite me to a certain shit, but and send this nigga a message, but don't send this nigga an invite. It's
awkward.
That's kind of stupid. Like
that too, but like I guess in this case, it's also assuming that like y'all were on a good page with like y'all were cool. So it's like, dang, like you didn't want to tell me. It's okay though. Like I mean, like you don't have to tell me everything, but at the same time, it's awkward because now I'm like.
Yeah, but throughout the whole course of that thing, I knew who was like my true friends and who was just like my like associates.
Yeah.
Because like for like Eric Beebs, all them like they know that they're my
to the boys.
They know that they're my real friends and other people. Now I ain't gonna say nobody. The other people wasn't my associates. Like my true friends like Jose, fucking Eric Beebs, B-Don.
We just naming names. I love that.
Hey, look, Edgar. You know, cause I knew Edgar the longest too out of all these niggas.
Oh, happy birthday, Ed.
Happy belated birthday. Is today?
I think it's today. It's today. I feel like I said it today. I feel like I said it today. But
okay. Anywho, happy birthday, Edgar. Definitely that's one of my pet peeves. Not saying that's like a big deal, but again, the principle behind it.
Yeah, no, I get it. I feel the same way. I feel like I don't like when people use you.
Think people use me? I think people
no, not you. I mean me.
Okay. In general, like,
I don't like being used.
I've definitely seen people know that you're a caring person and try to use that to their advantage, and I didn't like that. 100%. But then I can't say nothing because that's not my place. Well, I'll tell you, but I can't like tell them off, you know.
Yeah. I've had friends who are very envious of me. I've had friends who are like, they would use me because I lived in New York, and like as a place to stay, like as if I would let them stay. True. Like depending the friend, but yeah, I don't like that for an event. It's like, oh yeah, I know this person like.
Our apartment was never that big to have people stay anyway.
Yeah, no. Only certain people could stay at our place in New York. Anyways.
Or like Tia, she could stay with.
Yes. All the close friends for sure. Anna, all of them. Right. I don't like that, and I also don't like feeling insecure in my friendships. That
too.
That shit. Listen to me. If there's one thing, and I have a joke behind this, if there's one fucking thing, I do not like feeling insecure in my friendships. I just don't, because I feel like if I'm gonna give all my love and all my focus and all my, like my attention to like the friendship, and like investing my time and just like investing in general to the friendship, and I feel like I'm not getting that back, or like I feel like I'm a third wheel or whatever, I can't vibe with you. I'm sorry, I can't because it just feels one-sided to me, and I don't like feeling like I don't want to sound like obsessive. Does it sound like I'm in a relationship? Not really, but like
well, technically your friendships are a relationship, but
yeah, because I put love in my friendships. I love all my friends. I really do. I put a lot of time. I have days where I'm like, let me call them. I have certain people I can call and FaceTime with. Like I put a lot of time into that, so I want to feel secure in my friendships. It hurts that shit hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
When I don't feel secure, for sure. And I've even told Brian, I'm like, do you think this person sees me the same way? Don't say any names. I don't want to be embarrassed.
I forgot who though.
It's
Oh,
okay.
I know.
Yeah, I'm like, do you think they see me the same
I'm
way?
like, trust me. I'm like, no. Like,
that or like, yeah, like of course they do.
One thing too about your partner too. Your partner knows who friends fuck with you and who don't. They can see that shit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Brian has definitely called out some people, and it has hurt my feelings. But the more years that pass by, the more I'm like, damn. Like, of course I miss them, but of course I'm also like, I pass. I got love you from afar, and like that's one thing that I think we can both appreciate.
What?
Is we love the friends that we're not friends with now.
Yeah.
At a different life. I loved you at age 20. I can't love you at age 32, 33.
Yeah.
You know, it's no beef. You know, it's just that's honestly how life is.
Yeah, too. Cause I had one friend, one friend that I knew for like forever, and then it's going on just like almost 3 years. I haven't talked to him, but there's no beef in them because I don't have no anger towards him, no ill will. It's just like I can't tolerate how you treat me as a friend.
Yes, that's it. Some people can't.
And me putting that boundary of saying you can go over there, I'm over here, ain't no beef. Wish you well.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's a boundary. That's a boundary. Like if we can't be respectfully on the same wavelength, then I'm sorry, man. I gotta leave from afar. You know that shit may hurt for a little bit, but you be alright. You be alright. You find your people, and I think that's the beauty of it. Like we're at a great age. Yeah. So we've found like our circle, we found our people, and shout out to them. You know, like it's a beautiful feeling to like, you know, feel secure and like appreciated in your friendships, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
Not a yes, ma'am.
What? You say yes, sir?
I have a random cue. We said we were gonna do random cues. This is gonna be funny, y'all. I told Brian it'd be a little funny because y'all know I'm silly. I thought it'd be funny to end like the episode with like a random question. When I mean random, like stupid random.
I don't know random questions, but I'll probably think of
one. All right, cool. So I'm gonna hit you with. All right. And don't be lame and be like, I can't swim. Like you gotta like really answer the question for real. It's gonna be a crazy one. Okay. My question is my random cue. All right. If I was being chased by a gorilla, how would you save me? How would you save me?
Oh shit. Well, I'll run out and try to distract him, and I'll take the.
With what? Are you going bare body?
Well, I'm gonna have a gun with me, a bat.
I didn't specify. I didn't say that you didn't have to have any weapon. You can have a gun. You can have anything.
I'll grab a gun then. I'll grab a gun and try to shoot this big
All
ass
right.
bear. Is that a bear?
No, a gorilla.
Gorilla? Oh no. I'm gonna get tossed around there. I don't know. I'll take one for the team.
Oh man.
I'm taking one for the team.
That's my random cue. I gotta be silly. I gotta keep it silly for y'all.
Damn, I don't even prepare for this. Random cue.
It's literally random. I didn't prepare for it either. That's what I'm saying. It can be anything. Like if I was
okay. All right then. Okay then. If me and Wayne are drowning at the same exact time, who are you saving first?
If you and Wayne are drowning
at the same exact time, who are you jumping in and saving first?
You, because I think Wayne can swim. Wayne, can you swim?
Let's say Wayne can't swim. Me and Wayne in the same boat, can't swim. Who are you saving first?
Okay, well, who drowns first?
No.
Who's deeper? Who's deeper in the water?
Same level, same exact everything. Who are you saving first? The real questions, guys. The real questions we all want to know.
Oh my God, that's tough. My brother or my husband?
Go ahead, answer the question.
I'm gonna just say you.
Yeah, it's fucked up, Wayne.
I'm gonna say you because off the strength that my brother could swim.
That's fucked up.
It's not. I think that was a pretty good. No, because, like, realistically, though, if I could say both of y'all, like, 1 and 1, I think I'd be good. Like, with one arm.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
all right, so let's do our weekly wins.
Weekly wins. All right. Weekly wins. Go first.
Weekly wins. All right, one weekly. Still, this is fucking tongue twister. One weekly win, I start growing my hair out. and getting curls. That's a win for me.
I'm so happy. Yes.
You don't sound so happy. Like,
oh my
I'm so
God.
happy for you.
I'm,
Hey, go ahead, man.
Go ahead. I thought you had more to it. Yes, that's your
a weekly win.
win.
All right, what else I did this week?
One. I mean, yesterday. That counts.
What's yesterday? Oh, okay. I'm looking out. So look, I got scatterbrain. Weekly win, me growing my hair, me changing up my style, me being confident, and another weekly win is networking event that I did, talking to people, mixing.
Yeah.
Mingling.
Mix and mingle. All right. My weekly win. I think I have two. I actually have two. I did really good on this training that I had to do for work. I'm feeling way more confident in that subject matter. So that's one of my weekly wins. My second one is a brand is officially dropped. Y'all can pre-order at www.aniand.co.
Basically, this podcast is sponsored by Ani and Co. So
say it every time.
Next time we have a little candle, a little table in the middle with a candle.
I really should.
I don't know. The second episode is baby steps.
Baby steps. But yeah, so those are my two weekly wins. And I would say a third would be the networking event because I was kind of like not gonna go, but I was like, you know what, actually let me go and let me bring you.
So was last minute.
It was really last minute because we were really gonna just like chill and do content. But weekly wins, let's get it.
You could have said the
pop up
event.
Yeah, the pop up too. That counts. That does count because I was really nervous I wasn't gonna make the booth money back. So that was definitely a win.
She made it plus more.
Plus a little bit more. So that
Black
was
power.
really good. Yeah, I think I just really what was important was like for me to have the brand officially drop the new look and for people to have it. So shout out to our wins. Let's do some more.
And there you have episode 2 in the books. We'll be back Wednesdays, every other Wednesdays. And do you have anything else to say for the people?
Thank you for tuning in as always. We're gonna do this twice a month, as often as we can give it to you, and we out.